my investments, through my investments, the most significant climate change law ever. And by the way, it is a $369 billion bill. It's called the. We should have named it what it was, but at any rate.
Generally speaking, how should voters look at some of the changes that you've made, that you've explained some of here in your policy? Is it because you have more experience now and you've learned more about the information? Is it because you were running for president in a Democratic primary? And should they feel comfortable and confident that what you're saying now is going to be your policy moving forward?
Dana, I think the most important and most significant aspect of my policy perspective and decisions is my values have not changed. You mentioned the Green New Deal. I have always believed, and I have worked on it, that the climate crisis is real, that it is an urgent matter to which we should apply metrics that include holding ourselves to deadlines around time. We did that with the Inflation Reduction Act. We have set goals for the United States of America and by extension the globe around when we should meet certain standards for reduction of greenhouse gas emissions, as an example. That value has not changed.
Reintroduce our legislation, and every time we reintroduce the Green New Deal, we're always met with additional legislation to expand this vision and execute for environmental and social justice in all forms of policy, because the climate crisis touches all forms of policy and all forms of our life. I want to thank Senator Markey, the Climate Justice Alliance, the Indigenous Environmental Network, the Green New Deal Network, SEIU, the AFA, CWA, and New York Renews, as well as all those who are working at the local level to bring the Green New Deal to their communities. Just a few years ago, when we introduced the Green New Deal, we were told again and again, this is not realistic. This is unreasonable, that this is just a pie in the sky notion, right? But we said, watch us work. That's okay, watch us work. And as they say, as the adage goes, first they laugh at you, then they fight you, and then we win. And that, in a nutshell, is a big part of what we've experienced over the last couple of years. First, we were called unrealistic. Then, when it came time to the bipartisan infrastructure law and the Inflation Reduction Act, we started to fight. We said we are not going to take crumbs and we're not going to settle for that we need bold, big climate action, and we need it now. And that fight resulted in the largest piece of climate legislation in American history. In American history. That is because of the coalitions built that are not just supporting the Green New Deal, but supporting all climate action across a broad progressive spectrum. This coalition of grassroots people and everyday people deciding to make this a political priority is why we are getting the results that we're getting today. We said, watch us work. And we didn't stop with the Inflation Reduction Act. We decided to exploit and use every single avenue possible to make this vision a reality. What we saw was over 60 community project funds, over, I believe, $100 million, where we decided to organize, and members of Congress deployed community project funds to create over 60 Green New Deal projects launching nationwide, starting just 1 or 2 years ago. This vision is becoming a reality. Watch us win.